Hey LifeChanger team, it's Antonia here and I'm so excited to be applying for the Wellbeing Facilitator role. A little bit about me, I'm actually born and raised in Adelaide, South Australia and moved to Victoria about 5.5 years ago now. I originally moved here to pursue my career as an engineer in the corporate world, but slowly discovered that whilst it's a really cool job, it's probably not the job for me. Throughout my time working as an engineer, I did study a life coaching course and started to learn about all this really cool stuff that I'd never heard of before around the concept of identity and beliefs and purpose and passion and goals and all of this stuff that I really just wished I'd known sooner. And so eventually what came out of this was this desire to start to share this knowledge with other people, specifically young people, because I do genuinely believe that giving them this knowledge sooner gives them a bit of a head start in life. And so since then, I have been working in different spaces, really aiming to share this knowledge, both in a workshop facilitator capacity with some of the work I'm doing with the Australian School of Entrepreneurship, but also in a way through tutoring, where I see students come to me constantly wanting help with maths, when in reality their real challenge is their self-confidence and their self-belief and their ability to look at a problem that may look a little bit challenging and go, ooh, I do know how to solve this. What information do I have? What skills do I have? Rather than throwing their hands up and going, I don't know, I suck at this, I'm shit, which tends to be what happens. Excuse the S word. But yeah, it's been incredible to see this happening in the tutoring spaces as well, because it just sees how much these skills go beyond just life. It's applied in their education in so many ways as well, where self-confidence is at the core of even their ability to show up in their education. And so when I saw this ad, I thought, hey, LifeChanger sounds like an incredible organization that's incredibly aligned with my vision and the things that I want to do in life, and I must apply. I had a look through your website and I was just so gobsmacked by some of the work you're doing. It's incredible to see that you're going to schools and teaching the stuff that I'd wished that I'd known sooner. And hearing that story about that student who said that their hero type was trash, it literally brought a tear to my eye. I cannot believe that that's how people are viewing themselves as teenagers, which it breaks my heart. And yet at the same time, I still even remember being one of those teenagers. And so that does take me to what it was like for me back in high school. And I guess it's an interesting story, but I actually started high school wanting to be in the arts. I loved music, I loved dance, I loved to sing, I loved piano. I wanted to be a singer-songwriter. And what ended up happening is throughout my high school, that dream was pretty much crushed out of me. Because whilst I was good at music, I was also really good at maths. And slowly I was told that there's no career in music, there's no money in music, and my dream of being a singer-songwriter became a dream of becoming an engineer because maths was the thing that I was really good at. And with that came a whole bunch of perfectionism, a whole bunch of people-pleasing, a whole bunch of high-achieving tendencies where my whole self-worth, my identity was all tied into the concept of achievement and pretty much being the best. And being smart, that was another really important one to me. And so what came along with that was that I was always working, I was always doing, I was burning myself out from being a teenager because I didn't even recognize what it was that was happening. And it wasn't until I became an adult where I started to notice these tendencies and realize how much failure impacted me, how much stopping impacted me, and how all of this was tied around to me believing that I was unworthy if I wasn't doing these things. And so as an adult, I've been working through that, building the resilience, building my worth beyond what I'm achieving and what I'm doing, and really starting to form a more solid foundation in my self-esteem and my self-worth. And so to prevent others having to go through this same experience, I love that you guys are doing it now with students, and I would love to be a part of that mission and a part of that vision. And so if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm always happy to share more, and I'm so excited to be able to hear more and see more and follow what you guys are doing. And I hope to hear from you all soon.